Hey there, welcome to NoSmallLife, where we help you rebuild a life you love no matter what you've walked through.
Your life is not small and you don't have to live it that way anymore. We are Chris and Megan Rhea, and today we're talking about rebuilding our relationships. How do you ask someone for forgiveness? This seems pretty simple, but at the same time, as human beings, we can create a lot of pain and hurt and conflict on one another. And as life goes on, whether it's a spouse or a coworker or a friend or a family member or anyone in your life, we can do and say things that hurt another human being. And when we do that, it's so important to be able to give a sincere apology and ask someone for forgiveness. How do you do it though? What's the best way? Well, today on this video, we're going to give you 6 steps to properly ask someone for forgiveness.
The first step is to admit that what you did was wrong or hurtful.
Oh, this can be a hard step.
Honestly, sometimes it's the hardest because we have to lower our pride, right? It is so key in this moment to humble ourselves and to acknowledge the pain that we've caused another person, even if we didn't mean to. This is right where it needs to begin, with just admitting that what you did was wrong or hurtful.
The second step is to try to empathize with the pain that you've caused.
Yeah.
So many times, kind of going back to the first step, we don't want to admit we were wrong. We want to try to convince people why they shouldn't be hurt, that they're too sensitive, that you didn't mean it this way. Forget all that. Let all that go and try to just empathize with the pain you've caused. You hurt them and you're sorry for it, and you're empathizing with that pain.
The third step is to take responsibility for your actions and seek to make some restitution if necessary. Okay, I don't know if you guys remember the 90s sitcom Friends, right? Most of us do. We grew up with Ross and Rachel going, we were on a break, he said, she said, that whole thing, right? This is not the time to do that. It is the time to take responsibility for your actions and see if there's any physical thing you need to do to help make this situation better.
The fourth step is to assure that person that you hurt that you're not going to do this again. Now, when we habitually hurt each other over and over and over again, doing the same thing, that's called abuse. So when someone comes to us and say, hey, you hurt me, we need to try to figure out how to end that behavior, not continually do that thing over and over and over again. Now, it might take time because bad habits are hard to break sometimes, but we got to try to not hurt that person in that way again.
The fifth step is to apologize and ask for forgiveness. Right? Sometimes it's easy just to throw an I'm sorry out there, and just try to end the conflict. But this is very different from that.
Right. This
is saying, I am sorry. It's looking the other person in the eye and saying, will you forgive me? Now, I have to tell you guys, this was a game changer in our marriage when we added that will you forgive me part to it, because that does a couple of things, right? It really shows the other person you're sincere in your apology. And then it also enables them or empowers them, gives them an opportunity to respond right then and there, right? They have the choice. Yes, I will forgive you, or I'm going to need a minute to kind of process through and heal. But, I hear where you're coming from. Let me get back to you.
The sixth step, which I think can be the hardest step, is to forgive yourself.
It really can be.
This can be tough, especially when you make a choice that affects a lot of people and it has some devastating consequences. It can be hard to forgive yourself, but as far as I know, time machines are just something in fiction movies. They don't really exist. You can't go back in time. So now you got to figure out how to forgive yourself and move forward. You're never going to forget or be able to change the past, but you can and you have to be able to move forward with grace for yourself and forgive yourself. So there you have it. 6 steps to actually ask someone for forgiveness in a genuine, heartfelt way. And if you do it that way, I can't guarantee how someone else will respond. We're not responsible for someone else's feelings, but at least you know you did everything you can do to move forward and to ask that person for forgiveness, and then you can forgive yourself and move on.
We hope these 6 steps gives you the tools you need to rebuild your relationships. That's what we have for you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're Chris and Megan Ria from NoSmallLife. And if you haven't yet subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you do that. We don't want you missing any of this content that's going to help you rebuild a life you love.
Yeah, and if you like the video, go ahead and give it a like, give it a share to someone you think might need it. And I do want to remind you that NoSmallLife is a 501c3 nonprofit organization run on the donations of people. We'd love to have you partner with us financially. You can do so at nosmalllife.me/donate. Have a great day, everyone, and remember, your life is not small.
Bye, guys.